right.
Ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. Okay, go ahead and roll for destiny. Yes, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Oh, baby.
No.
1, 2,
That
3, 4.
sucks.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Way to go, guys.
Stupid
Oh,
dice roll is going to
one
be a pain in the ass
job.
tonight. Can already tell that.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. Here we go. This is good.
We're all gonna die.
Oh, Murray, you're a monster. That was a
Oh.
beastly save.
Okay.
Penguins versus Flyers first round playoff games on, so I might be screaming and yelling.
Some reactions
points.
every once in a while.
Yes.
Fair.
It's
fair enough.
Yeah.
Murray just went beast mode and made himself the size of the goal.
Okay. Let us. Where did
Oh
we
no, he didn't. That guy
end
just
last time?
choked.
Previously on Edge of the Empire, you guys had blown up a space station. You had kind
thought we
of
started one
wandered
before that.
into an area, and what's up?
I thought we had one since we blew up the space station.
We did.
Oh, okay.
So you blew up the space station was like the first big thing that this group has done since acquiring the ship, and then you got to responding to a distress call thing from a monastery, which was a
right.
Gamorrean monastery, and so you helped the Gamorreans defend against some like thugs, and then they gave what's his face, not Samanju, but whatever his name is these days.
Sure.
Lior, yeah, a holocron. So he now has this holocron, and he's been fairly preoccupied with it.
And we also lost what's his name.
Yes,
He flew off
so
on the ship.
Lance took the bad guy's ship and pieced out with it. And so you're down him, but you guys have gotten this holocron. You got some money, I think, right? Did we give money? Did they give you money?
Uh,
I feel
I
like-
think that was all we got.
Oh, they should have given you
no,
money.
I thought. Yeah, you didn't tell us how. I think it was a certain amount for the entire group, but we never subdivided it, and I don't remember how much it was.
I didn't write any monies down. Let me. We'll go. Let's do 20. Let's do 30 times a D100. Who wants to roll it for us?
Because we all rolled so well just now.
Yeah,
I
right.
think we would like you to roll it for us.
I don't want to be the person who rolls it, because you'll be like 1. IG is the first one up there. 43. That's not too bad. So yeah, 30
Better than what I
times
did.
43. That's what, 200 or 1,290 credits. So they scraped that together. So I mean, that's not like terrible, but
Do we just want to round it to 13?
no,
So it's easier, or is it easier to
No,
subdivide?
no,
No.
they couldn't afford that much.
they didn't have
We
that
just
much.
add it to our group currency.
Yeah. So whoever's got
Yep.
who's ever got the kitty can just toss in
I don't
1290.
know who has the kitty. I don't think anyone has a kitty.
I have a kitty. She's right here, bothering me. Hi, Tori.
I have it written down. I have our group currency written down, but that's it.
Yeah,
Yep,
I
you're in
think
charge of
yeah, I
group
think he was
currency,
in
yeah.
charge of it.
So that stands in charge
Okay.
of group currency.
All right, so add that to the group currency, whatever it may be.
So
But
I'm for the sake
Probably not much.
that's you're getting there. I mean, it's nothing.
No, it's
Not
because
a
we spent
huge
it all on
amount.
the ship, so we shouldn't
Yeah.
have too much.
That's very true.
400.
400. You
Okay, so
stole,
now we're
you
at
have obviously
1,600.
stolen. We just got paid 1,300. We have 400. And
So
this is mine.
yeah, we're gonna go ahead and railroad you into this one because 1, it's easier.
We
Two.
always end up.
Yeah!
It makes it
Woohoo!
easier. and we don't have to worry
2-0.
about.
Josh is excited
What's
about this.
what game are you playing? Or were they watching?
Penguins versus
Hockey.
Flyers.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Hockey.
I thought
The
it was
PA game.
basketball, and I was like, that's a. only just now scored the second point. What?
No. Hockey.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
It's the first round of the playoffs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the first round is an all Pennsylvania round.
PA.
So either way, PA wins, but I'd rather see the Penguins win.
Oh yeah, of course. So what we are gonna start with?
Oh yeah, of course.
I root for the Penguins. Go team.
Anyway,
So you left the monastery and were fairly aimless with where you wanted to head, and so you're like flying around, hopping from space station to space station, picking up odd job to basically just keep flying.
Firefly.
Yeah, Firefly style. Not making money really, not losing money, not getting
Just
into too
making
much
enough for
trouble.
dinner supplies.
Yeah, exactly. So you've been trying to catch a break, and after I don't know, like 3 or 4 weeks, you get a comm message in the cockpit, and it pops up. Lior is up there, or whoever, somebody who's here, I suppose. Doesn't really matter who. I guess Randy's fairly talky, so maybe he should be in the cockpit at the moment.
I think Randy will be in there.
Yeah.
Who am I talking to? I'm reading the manual for this ship.
So Randy's in the co-passenger seat. He's reading the manual. He's just hanging out. Lior's flying along. He's got the music on a little bit too loud.
Whoever should be driving.
And so
You got-
you get this this notification, and you answer it, and there's a person on the other end who's like, "Hey, this is Mama Bird calling in. Over."
We ignore it.
Mama Bird?
Mama Bird, and they repeat the signal a few times, and Randy is like, "Hello," and Mama Bird is like,
Hello?
Mama Bird says, "Hey, is this Bottle Cap?"
Yes.
Chirp chirp.
So Randy's like, yes, of course it's Bottle Cap. Who else would it be? And they're like, so we're gonna need you on a little bit of a different mission this time. I mean, usually, like we don't usually have you ever meet up with anybody. We're gonna need you to connect with an agent for this one. Is that okay with you guys? I know you were a little bit skittish to connect the first time, but this is a big haul if we pull this one off.
Hi, Tori.
And so Randy is like hesitantly like, yeah, that sounds fine. And so
Time's the charm, they always say.
So he gives you coordinates to a planet, and he's like, so this separatist planet, we've been trying to make inroads. There's been space fights several times. The Republic has launched several offensives, and we are not gaining ground on, let me look up what planet it is, because I don't remember what the planet's name is. Planet's name doesn't really matter.
On that planet.
Trevor 2. They're like, Trevor 2. We've been making inroads, but the separatist fleet has been holding us off pretty well, and so we need to get some reinforcements down to our troops that are on the ground. They can fill you in on what exactly needs done once you get there, but we need a discreet entrance from a third party, if you know what I mean, Bottle Cap. And so Randy's like, not a problem, Mama Bird. We've got the coordinates.
Got the goods.
What are you paying us for this all again? And there's like this space on the line for a few moments, and they're like, the normal, right? If that's okay. And Randy's like, I don't know. We were thinking, and Mama Bird says, okay, why don't we talk once you get back? We've been fair before. We'll work it out for you. We'll make it worth your time. We just need as many contacts in there as possible at the moment. And so Randy looks at Lior. Lior's kind of shrugs, indifferent to the whole matter. And he's like, all right. And so they plug in the hyperspace route and start heading towards the planet of Travar 2. Dun, 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 dun.
Trevor too.
Travar 2.
Would you say that we regained like all of our strain and health and stuff by now too? Then.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry, sweetie. I stopped petting you. You're right.
All right. So you are on. You come into the orbit of Travar 2, and there is a lot of separatist ships. So like this planet has been controlled by separatist ships. Some have some pretty heavy scorch marks on them. They've seen some combat. The planetary grid picks you up. You contact with the ground control. You find your location, and you give them all the information. They clear you to land in the town of Glare Peak. So you were down in Glare Peak. Let me pull up the map for you to see the town.
I know, don't worry. It's a tough life.
Turn on that. Do this. Do that. Back up so I can see everything. Okay. And Shabambo. Glare Peak.
What was our code name again?
Bottle Cap
Boy.
is what they're calling you.
Lance is not making it either.
That's all right. We got everybody who matters.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Savage.
Yeah. So you make
Why does
a
it say
connection
Imperial when the Imperials aren't even alive yet.
because this entire
Ouch.
campaign book RPG system is based around
If you bite me, you don't get petted.
Rebellion time frame, and so all the maps are based around Rebellion time frame. Just pretend it says separatists.
It's obviously says that Triviar 2 Separatist Detention Center. Come
Yeah.
on.
So you meet up with the contacts that you had in on the planet in this town, Glare Peak. They introduce you to each other, get you settled in. They refill your ship with fuel. So that's a nice little thingy. So you're 50 out of 50 on fuel. Woo. If somebody wants to make a note of that, I don't know who's keeping track of ship.
Dylan was.
Okay, I'll mark it down then.
I think me and Dylan were.
Okay, because I knew Dylan was because he was in charge of maintenance and all that on it too.
So they've got your ship. Let me throw it on the thing in one of these starports here. Got you docked, safe and sound. The safe house,
The Hyla
obviously.
junk it is.
Safe house is obviously your contact point location. And one of the things that they've needed you to do is to set up a monitoring station on top of one of the residential towers. And they've noted it as viewpoint. So the first task that they're going to have you do is set up a listening...
Oh yeah!
Set up a listening
Says
post.
the
Sounds
Kool-Aid
cool,
man.
Yes.
No, the penguins were. It was a 5-on-4. Penguins were short-handed a man, and Malkin went down one, and still scored.
So we're what?
It's now
three?
3-0.
Wow. Killing
Penguins
them
are
out of the
nasty.
gate.
Yeah, there's still 6 minutes left in the first.
Anyway.
So yeah, that's pretty much where we are. They've got the facility scouted out. let me grab your dudes so that you can move your dudes. Are we just saying the three of you are going, or what's the? Who all do you want to take? Basically, let me put it that way.
Well,
Well-
athletics is still going to be climbing the tower, right? So I can still
yeah.
do that.
It's
It's
a
coordination.
it's a hotel sort of thing. It's a
Well, you got to get on the roof.
yes, you do.
So we have to open a hatch.
Yeah, it depends on if it has a hatch.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You never know.
In the unlikely
Hatch.
event that it doesn't have access to the roof, you might need to climb. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But
Don't need people falling off a ladder.
space codes.
All right. So who all do you want to go with you?
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I'm going.
Back in case they need something else. I don't know.
It makes sense that Randy goes in case there needs to be some talkers. That makes sense. Do you want Leor Sneaky to go? Do you want Sally Fix It to go?
Yeah, just the three of us is fine.
Do you want Nemom Loose
Jesus
Cannon to
Christ.
go? Firecracker?
She would go regardless just because she would be stalking me.
Probably.
Yeah.
True that.
Alright.
Alright, we want her to go. We don't have a choice.
I mean, everywhere I go, she seems to follow, so I mean...
So you're like halfway to the residential tower, and you look behind you, and Nemom is just kind of there, like strolling along behind you, like, "Oh, we didn't realize you were coming, Nemom. Well, I'm glad you're here, I guess." She just kind of smiles creepily. So you get up to. Let me pull up. Let me do this. Yoink.
I see droids!
Yep.
Time to kill! Woohoo!
I see a tank.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's you take like a hover bike over to this facility, and
Doesn't look
I mean-
like a hover bike.
no, that's not yours. The you took the imaginary hover bike over to the facility, and when you go in, there's like a guy who's at the welcome desk who looks up, acknowledges you, and looks back down at whatever he was doing. He's playing space cards or whatever.
Space him on.
Yep. So there are a staircase at the back of the building, and whoops, diddly-o, I forgot to include. There's a door here for your elevator. There's a where's the word? Text. Passenger elevator. Yeah, that's that one. All right. So the passenger elevator is there, and your stairs are obviously on the other side. You like open up into like a main lobby area. That's this first section. So
What's the green goo on the floor?
those are trees. They're nice little shrubberies.
Ah,
Bring me our
Okay.
strawberry. No? Okay. never
Yep, that's good. I gotcha. I haven't seen that in forever, but
mind. I know, me either.
I feel like they were
I
gonna
don't know
do
what that
another.
is, though.
I'm sure you do.
What is it?
Otherwise, we weren't friends.
What is it?
Monty Python?
Never seen Monty Python.
Well, I mean, it's been good having your character with us, but we can replace you, I guess. It's not a big
Oh,
deal.
fight!
I'm just kidding. Why is that a surprising thing at all? Aren't you watching hockey?
Of course I am, but it was like a four-on-4 fight.
Oh, goodness. How many people
So
can
it
they
was- it
bench
was
at a
just
time?
Uh,
Can you, like, get the entire team except for one guy on each side?
nah.
I've seen.
that bad.
You can do at least two, right?
Yeah, I've seen
Oh, yeah.
threes.
I've seen threes, but I don't think it goes lower than threes.
Yeah.
I mean, it could. I don't know.
Okay, so what's the play?
I walked over to the elevator and clicked the button.
Okay.
I followed.
So you're just taking the normal one up to
The roof.
the
As
roof.
high as it takes me.
It takes you
Yeah.
up to the 3rd floor. Yep.
Okay.
So
So-
the thing that we needed to put on the thing.
Yeah, so somebody has a backpack on that has like equipment in it that you're going to attach to the top end of the building.
Shh, calm down. Calm down.
That's what we brought Nimam for.
Yeah, Nemom's got the backpack. She's the carrier. So then you just walk down the hallway, go up the stairs at the very end, and you come out to you're like on this little top landing of the top room up there, and the door says that it will like trigger a fire alarm if opened. So you can bypass it if you give me a skullduggery check, maybe a computers check.
David.
Yes, I will do that.
And skullduggery is.
Well, I think David has the computers.
He does.
Whichever one wants to go at it, you tell me.
If anything else, he can always just punch his fist into it.
I'm like, no, I cannot splice this because it's a lie. Push.
Goodness. Goodness.
Well, I
Well,
failed because it's impossible. There's no alarm attached to it.
is that what the advantage was?
Yes.
Okay.
Clearly,
Yes.
there is no alarm.
I like that. I kind of like that.
Push.
So you push on the door. Absolutely nothing happens. No alarm. No nothing. It just opens to the outside. That's brilliant.
I can't believe you turn a fail into a success.
Well, no, I failed at.
Technically, it's not a it's not
I
a
failed
success.
at hacking, but I was told
Yeah.
the advantage was that I couldn't hack it.
Yeah. There you go. That's good.
It's unlocked. You just got to open
You
the
just
door.
got to push through the door and you're good to go. Nice.
Oh.
All right. So
Clearly.
Nemom, she carries a backpack out and she sets it down. I guess we should have brought somebody who's mechanical to.
I'm mechanical.
Oh, you are. You can make
What?
like an easy mechanics check, a 2
Yeah,
purple
I-
mechanics check rather.
Oh, yeah,
Average. Okay.
very. Though apparently I can't make a.
Well, should have been able. Can't computers check it.
Last I checked, we did. Why?
So
Anyway.
just give me an average mechanics check. If somebody wants to give a perception check while we're up here, we could do that.
I will. I forget what my thing is.
I also want to say for stream version, I've got my United Federation of Planets mug, which is not Star Wars, but it's been sitting on my desk holding pencils forever, and we finally took it out, cleaned it off, and I got some juice in it. Num num num.
What is it then? If it's not
Just
Star Wars?
a regular 2 purple of perception, right?
United Federation of Planets. What's that off of anyway?
Star Trek.
Oh, yeah.
Goodness, you guys, what is up with you today? This is amazing. All right.
You're trying to kill us.
So Randy is like looking around, making sure that
Fine.
the coast is clear.
Nice.
There's
And
like
Jabba
there's
the
like
Hutt is standing in front of him and he doesn't.
I was
see
gonna
him.
say there's a tripod that is labeled security camera, and Randy's like, "Nope, I think we're good. We're clear." No, I'm just kidding. He just doesn't see anything. There's nothing of note.
From his perspective.
From his perspective, I had him roll that just so that somebody was doing something. There really isn't anything going on up here, so you're fine.
Yet. Anyway, yes.
IG has got his sensor thingy-majigget. He's getting that all set up.
Basically how it always is.
Yep. So
His
that's
sensor thing, what'd you get?
sensor thingamajigget is looking good. With the threat, we'll say that it just took, I don't know, like 15, 20 minutes longer than you were hoping to do, but it's not a big deal. But while you are setting that up, even with a failed perception check, you see like a Y-wing come plunging down from the skies, and behind it is like trails of heavy smoke, and 2 TIE fighters chasing it down. Not TIE fighters, whatever the droid fighter ships chasing it down, shooting at it. It's able to take one out, but the second TIE hits it in the remaining engine and sends it trail spinning into the western section of the city. On your comm, which is a not rebellion, what's the word? Republic. A Republic comm channel. You hear, "Mayday, Mayday," and "Come in, anyone, we're hit. Requesting immediate assistance, please." When it cuts out on you.
We are so going to.
So the transmission cuts off pretty quickly, and like moments later, you get a comm badge ring, and it's the folks who over in the safe house. They're like, "We have got a downed ship. We need immediate evac." And they're like trying to get you guys to drop whatever you're doing. As long as the receiver is up, we need you guys to make your way over and assess the situation over there. We need to try and get that pilot.
Right. Yeah, because we're.
Yeah,
So-
he's dead.
Yeah, possibly, quite possibly. Not gonna beat around the bush. He is quite possibly dead. All right. So now, you need to make your way back to the street level. Are you going down passenger elevator, freight elevator, stairs all the way down? What's the
Taking the stairs.
stairs all the way down?
I'm gonna take the elevator down.
Freight elevator down.
Oh goodness! You do like immediately just split up. Everybody runs in their own direction.
Play whichever you think is the quickest. Go.
Fantastic. All right. So Randy, he runs down the emergency stairs. Give me a 2 purple athletics check. This is legitimately an athletics check because it's written in the book. All right. Fantastic.
Oh, he crushes that.
Yeah, he crushed it. He like slid down the thing. You're gonna get a boost on your next section check. So remember, you've got a boost die coming up. Grara and Nimam are frantically hitting the passenger elevator button. Floor 1, floor 1, floor 1, floor 1. And the doors, they slide open, and there's this elderly woman standing in the elevator. Do either of you guys have weapons drawn?
Nope.
No, okay. But she sees this giant Wookiee and kind of like kind of sidesteps and looks down and doesn't really say anything. Do you say anything to her, or you just hit the button first floor?
No, I let her get out.
Okay. So she gets out. No engagement there, which is good. IG's
And then I hit the button floor.
Yep. IG's running down freight elevator. Opens up into so like that door there, David, is your freight elevator exit. Opens up into the 2 droids that are standing there, and they kind of look at you like, what are
not
you
free.
doing here? But they don't
Service.
really do anything because you're a droid and they're droids, and so
We droid
so
buddies.
everybody makes it out a-okay. And there was a really pointless set of activities, but okay. So you come out to the street.
It's like everybody's fine. All right.
There's like an
anyway.
entire page of like things that could happen while trying to do
Getting out.
getting out, and
So
just
someone could
didn't
have
make-
fallen down the stairs. Someone
didn't
could
make
have,
sense to
pissed off the droids, or someone could have,
exactly.
the old lady could have been
Like
like
a
a
black
Jedi in
old lady.
disguise or some shit.
Right, yeah. So I mean, everybody, it just like worked out nicely for everybody. So, because like if David's droid went into the elevator, the lady may have seen that as a threat. If any of you guys had come into the droid area, they would have seen that as a threat. Everybody would have had to done athletics checks to avoid strain from running down the stairs really quickly. So I mean, everybody like basically just
Walked out of the building.
walked out of the building. So you get out of the building, and there are
There goes that there goes that
Wow.
page worth of work.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Experience for doing that so flawlessly.
I didn't write it down, so it's not a big deal to me. But you exit the building and you hear a
Tank.
Bang.
loudspeaker announcement repeating over and over again. It says, "We repeat, the Glare Peak governor has declared a state of emergency, ordered a citywide lockdown until the Republic threat has been passed. City security is establishing checkpoints throughout the city. All non-official vehicle travel is prohibited until further notice. Please stay inside for your own safety. Citizens found outside will be subject to search and possible detention. We repeat, the Glare City," and then it just keeps going over and over again. So now the trick is going to be getting over to the crash relatively undetected. So let me bop you back here.
Okay. Oh boy.
We'd all be over here now, though.
We're way over here.
Correct, yeah. So you are over at the viewpoint tower now.
Where'd the
Your
ship crash at?
your speeder bike is not it's guarded by like several security guards and stuff. They're standing over like the parking area, so gonna have to be a foot maneuver to get over there. I mean, it's not super far,
Where
but
is it?
To the
Bottom
left.
left.
I just revealed it,
Oh, got it.
so you
Crash
can see
site.
it down there.
Yes.
So we've got this area now that we need to get to. So go ahead and what's the plan?
Well, probably sneak.
I mean, you could
away
sneak
from
sneak
the
back
populated
alleys.
area.
Sure.
Once we get to the open, just start sprinting.
Yeah, you can do that. Go ahead and give me a 2 purple stealth check.
Everyone?
Yes, everyone has. Well, let's do
group roll?
let's do a group roll where we need at least 4 successes.
Okay.
So we're gonna need to net 4 successes.
And I got us all the way up. There we are. Just
Yeah,
in the
come
first
on,
rolls.
Randy. All right, let's see. Did IG and Nemom go?
What do I need to roll? I'm sorry, I missed.
Stealth.
Stealth.
Steve, you're gonna have to roll.
Yep, I got her.
Mom's. Okay.
Although
2
she
purple?
should be fine. Yes.
Yes, 2 purple. We all 3 rolled 3
Oh, yeah.
success. I mean, we're all rolling threats too. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Well,
There's
Nemom's too busy focusing on my hairy ass.
exactly.
To, be
Yeah.
stealthy.
She
He's
like
the only one
trips
that
over
rolled
you
advantage,
every
too.
step. But you're
But we
perfectly
still-
fine. You still got the
we-
threshold.
I'll say our net was 6 success and 2 threat.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're good.
And
This is a separatist planet?
this is a separatist planet. Yep. So there's droids that patrol the streets, and there are a few tanks every once in a while. You do have 2 extra threat. How do we want to spend 2 threat in this situation?
Maybe we took.
Nemom clips a garbage can and it alerts some people, but they don't see anything. But there's more droids drawn to the area, maybe?
So part of the lockdown is that the government has basically wiped out all, you can't personally communicate through your intercom, so we can't reach the
That's cool. Yeah.
so, we're communication
dampening field is down on the planet or on the city at the moment. That's good. I like that. Because I was trying to figure out, because I didn't exactly like trying to just make it more droids. I like the dampening field, so that's
So
good.
we're not going to be able to calm that person. We're not going to be able. He can't calm us.
Correct.
They're trying to keep him from contacting others, and
Yep, that makes
trying-
sense.
yeah.
Very good. So you get over to the crash site area. Yoink. And you'd been here a few times before throughout the last several days of your time on the planet.
Okay.
So you're familiar enough with the
Did you spend the night over there?
area. So you've been to this tavern before, this bar, the cantina, the blasted asteroid.
Where's our people?
So you get over here,
Over there.
and it is pretty beat up. There is a tank stationed out front, and plenty of droids walking around. So it's not going to be a straight-on fight, probably. I wouldn't imagine. I mean, maybe you could, but not going to recommend it.
I have an idea. So I'm already one step ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm
open
assuming
fire.
this is a building, right?
Yes, that's the cantina. Those
Okay.
red lines are service tunnels that you are familiar with. Actually,
I'm not familiar with them.
you are, but
aware.
only because
The rebels told us about them.
the Chris's new character was supposed to come in, and he's been on the planet, and he's your contact, and he's with you guys, and he knows about the things. Do I not have a token for him? I don't
Probably
know if I have
not.
a token for him. Okay. For intents and purposes, let me give you this token.
Of your appreciation.
Yes. We'll just do this, dude. So Chris's guy is a clone who is,
Oh, that's not gonna go well.
he's a, not renegade, but he's a
Affecting.
defected of sorts. He's still in favor of the Republic, but he's not part of the army. He's gotten rid of his chip somehow. I don't remember the entire backstory. He could tell you if he was here. Long story short, he's your guide. He knows about these tunnels, so that's how you know about the tunnels. Okay, your plan.
Well, my plan was I get on the roof of the cantina and hide,
Okay.
and they go through the tunnels to see if they can extract them from inside the building. And if stuff jumps off, I jump on the tank and rip open the top hatch and then kill everything inside, and then I've got a tank.
Okay.
I mean, it definitely sounds like something my guy would do.
Yeah.
Go after the biggest gun first.
Cooper sounds like you.
Yep, that makes sense.
So, yeah.
Strength to do that.
Deception.
So Nimam is gonna just kind of hang out and follow you. I think she's got a gun that's like, or was that the last character that had just like a giant stupid gun?
Oh no, she's got.
No, her last character had the crayons.
Right.
The one
he's got a
before that had
pistol.
the light repeating blaster.
I mean, she's got a normal gun, but she'll tag along with you.
Okay, do you need me to do anything to get onto the roof? Or is there just like a ladder?
Yeah, there's probably gonna need some climbing involved here. So
Okay.
go ahead and give me a 3 purple with a black to represent Nimam just being
Being a creepy-
being a pain tag along.
Ah!
All right. You get up to a ledge, and it's not onto the roof. There is like a catwalk sort of thing that has all of the billboard signs that are out front here, and you can like jump from one to the other. But the roof is like vaulted up a little bit too high that you can't quite get up onto the roof, but you can get onto these back vault sign things. And
Okay.
so you're like halfway up, you're in the air. You can get a good vantage point onto the tank.
So is that going to say I could, just with that roll, I can make it over to the other last one?
Yeah, you can freely jump from one to the next.
Okay.
So you're in position to make a more difficult jumping check onto the tank, for sure.
Well, I'm still there.
Yes,
And it doesn't detect me or nothing because I'm above it?
correct. Yep. No, you are not detected.
Got it. I'm in position. I'll
Alright.
calm that. Well, I can't calm that to them, but yeah.
So you are there. You guys are then. Are you going through the tunnels? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Randy and IG, or what's the idea?
I mean, I'll happily go through the tunnels.
I'm a separatist droid. I'm just gonna walk over there.
Okay. Clone Chris is gonna join Randy because he's not about to walk up to a bunch of droids. So Randy and Clone Chris can travel through the tunnel like really easily, no problems. There's no separatists through the tunnels. They don't really know about these. And you pop your head up, and you pop up from behind one of the bar service stations, and you look out into the room, and there are 2 regular droids and a super battle droid that are standing around. You get a good glance into the cockpit of the fighter, and you see that there is a clone trooper who is like lying over the dashboard, glass broken, and he's downed. There is a there is a droid in the center of the droid area where it's like normally a droid is supposed to sit. And you are supposed to try and either recover that droid or destroy it because it has information about the Republic movements in this sector and their plans and stuff. So that's a priority target. And then the other dude who you notice there is... actually, that's a bad image for him, but we're gonna use it anyways, and we're gonna just say that, like, Chris recognizes him or something as a Jedi Padawan, who's the co-passenger, and he is unconscious in the passenger seat behind the dead droid. So these droids who are up here are kind of just like patrolling and waiting on somebody with authority to come show up. So that's what you guys see. So IG is walking up to this pile of machinery.
I'm gonna walk this way.
Into the door. You're just gonna walk in the door.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense. They let's give me an easy deception check. All right, awesome. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, awesome. So you come in, and the droids who are in there immediately notice you. They look over. What was your droid's role for Separatist?
I'm an assassin droid.
Okay, so they would recognize you as a rank over them, right?
Yeah, so I'd say the threat is that they're all very aware of me as a higher, so they're concerned of my presence, but in the sense of their, of like an authority figure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So let me read this flavor text. The blasted droid.
Really? Nice. Nice flavor.
The blasted asteroid cantina is dark inside. Though bright portable floodlights shine in the badly damaged Y-Wing cockpit, the unmoving asteroid droid is partially buried in rubble. There's several droids standing guard along the perimeter of the floodlights, and behind them there are some technicians who are frantically crawling over the ship. One has a portable analyzer with wires running to the cockpit. One of the other technicians has their head peeking in, and 2 of the others are trying to free the astromech from its socket. Yep. So the technician dudes who are there don't really acknowledge your rank, David.
No, they're service droids.
They're just people. Well, no, they're people.
Oh.
So they're not like programmed in with the information of this droid is some serious tech.
Right.
They're tech dudes who are just kind of working on a project while the other droids stand guard. All right. So from this point forward, in full disclosure, we are gonna find out what happens in the story together. So, I'm reading the narrative for the first time from this point forward. So, I mean, it says that it's a easy to follow narrative, so hopefully they're not lying, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so that's the scene that you're coming up onto.
Cool. I want to look around and see if there's any medical droids in the area.
There are not medical droids in the area, no. Give me a... never mind. Yeah, there are no medical droids in the area. Okay.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Does someone else want to do anything?
I'm just waiting to see if something jumps off so I can jump onto the tank and take it over.
Oy.
I mean, I could always cause a distraction and take the tank over, and then they all come charging out anyway.
We're not really capable of talking about it right now.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Randy, what are you up to with your clone friend? What are you looking to... Or are you just still just assessing the situation, just watching?
Yeah.
Isn't that
I
our
have no idea
droid?
what to do.
Say that again?
Isn't that our droid over there?
Oh,
Like them looking at me.
right. As you guys are watching, one of the technicians is fiddling around with the droid, and there's a loud bang from the starfighter, and the astromech, it shoots off from the ejection. Like the technician smashed the ejection port, and it's like it hits the roof of the bar and like crashes to the floor, and it like slides to like the one end, and like startles the guys who are working on it, and they run over immediately to start trying to work on it.
When the thing gets ejected, I want to throw a right there.
You want to throw what?
Back to
Back to
grenade.
grenade.
It wasn't-
Sorry, you cut out.
throw
You're-
a back to grenade.
Oh, a Bacta grenade. Okay. Awesome. Go ahead and give me a 3 purple, 2 purple and a red. Check.
This is ranged light, right?
This is ranged light. Nice. Yeah, it lands pretty much exactly
Whoa.
wherever you want it to go.
And they know exactly where you
Yeah,
are.
with the threat, they are for sure going to notice where that came from. But
Right now.
it lands like on the droid's lap or wherever, or on the clone's lap, basically wherever you wanted it to be. You can draw a circle there, put a point, but it lands back to grenade. Spot on. Yep, very good. So as you toss that, the 2 guys who were up here, they jump down to back away from like the billowing smoke and pop, right? Because they're not entirely sure is that a good thing, bad thing. The 2 weak droids are coming up to where you are. Halt, citizen. Please remain where you are. So they're coming over to you. Chris is gonna duck back so that they don't immediately notice him. Unless you are also gonna back up that direction.
Plan and then pop up here like a minute later.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're like running back through the tunnel. Is that the idea? Before they get there? I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Actually,
Yeah.
hear me? Hello?
Yes, I hear you at the moment.
And then the plan is to come in through here, snatch up the droid, and just book it.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. So you hear the little of the metal feet across the bar floor, and they open up the door, and there's nobody in that room. Where'd he go?
That was really good, actually.
That was.
And so they like return to the first dude. The Bacta grenade, does it revive this fainted dude? Is that how Bacta
Definitely
works?
heals him. I don't know if they bring him back up.
Yeah, it definitely is gonna heal him. Somebody do a Google search on Bacta and reviving people. And you go ahead and do your next movementy thing, unless IG has a plan, like to do in the meantime while they're running, or Grora has a plan.
While they're running,
I would have heard the pop, so I'm assuming something's going down. So I'm going to try to get onto the tank now.
It's not an explosion. Think of it as like
it's like a flashbang of health.
it's not even a flashbang. It's like a over carbonated soda being opened.
Oh,
More like
well,
that
then
size of
I'll
a
hear it.
pop.
Never mind, then.
It's like a pop, not a bang. Right?
Okay, well,
I'm
then
pretty
never
sure
mind
it's
then.
that's more of what it is, because you're not trying to explode the canister. You're trying to open up it. It's like a smoke grenade. Whatever smoke grenade sounds like when it opens. That's
okay, well then
what
I
a-
wouldn't have heard it.
I
relatively
wouldn't
loud.
imagine. Is it really? Okay,
Yeah.
so you probably heard it then.
Oh, I did. Okay. Well then, I hearing that would like jump down and sneak up behind the tank, because I'm assuming the tank is facing like the ship, not the way the picture is.
Yes, that is correct.
Well then, I'm gonna jump down and sneak up behind it and start climbing on top of it.
Oi.
Okay. All right, give me a whatever a stealth check to avoid being noticed by any of the other droids that are around the area. Of a purple and a red.
That's it.
Yeah, because he's coming up from behind, and
Yeah,
he
okay.
came from a high vantage point where they didn't see him.
Whoa.
Okay. So you are definitely stealthed.
Of health.
With the advantage, you're holding on nice and securely. With the despair, the
Beam on is not.
Nemo.
I mean, it makes logical sense that
That is
Nemon
so
not.
awesome. That's so awesome. So you're holding on, like, secretly behind the tank, and Nemom yells, "Yes, that was awesome!" And, like, this entire group, like, turns and, like, looking at, not you specifically, but looking at
It sees
Nemom, and they just
Nemom.
open fire onto, like, the corner of this building, like, so she ducks behind the corner of the building, and these droids start scrambling over that direction.
Oh Jesus!
Over
All right.
there, come on.
I guess I have to do an athletics to pull myself up the rest of the way on top of the tank. Then yes.
You are pretty much just wherever you want to be on the tank is fine.
Oh well, I'd like to be on top of it. Then.
Okay, that's
Like where
fine.
The hatch is.
Okay, yep, you can be on top of the hatch.
All right, so I want to rip the hatch open.
Okay, give me
If it's not already open.
It is not open. To rip it open, give me a.
Well, I guess first I should check to see if it is unlocked.
It is not unlocked.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good thing to check. Yeah. 5 purple.
5 purple
Yeah, probably.
versus what? Athletics or brawl? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, makes sense that it's
Brawl?
an athletics check. It's not. You're not fighting. It's an athletics check. You're
all right. Well, I'm
brute
gonna
forcing.
destiny this
Yep,
before you
that's
do,
that's a good idea.
because you were probably gonna do it if I didn't.
I was thinking about it, but 5 purple is pretty formidable.
Challenging.
Yeah. I mean, you're
Oh,
ripping
and I
open
did
metal. Nice. That's awesome. So
There we go.
so you're like all of your Wookiee strength just and you pull the metal hinge like right off of its hingy thingy, and
Nice.
and you look down and there's 2 droids in the tank, and like, uh-oh.
I'm going to pull out my vibro axe and jump in and swing at them.
Okay.
Sounds logical to me.
Yes. Give me a 2 purple for difficulty, and let's say 2 black for like super confined space.
Okay.
There's a Wookiee and 2 droids inside of the relatively small cockpit of the tank. That's
Gonna slice the entire top of the tank off.
nice. He's still solid. How much damage does that do? Because you might just kill them
8
both.
8 with a pierce of 2, and
So
a sunder, and a
so-
vicious 3. But the
so a
vicious 3
total
doesn't
of
come into
8,
effect.
or 8 plus the
8
successes.
plus the other 3,
Okay,
so 11
11. So yeah,
with
you
a pierce of 2.
you immediately with a pierce of 2.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yes, I believe you killed both of them just in like the one swing.
I have a tank.
Nice.
Woohoo!
With the threat, you're gonna hit something on the console. You're not gonna disable the tank. That's not that bad. You're going to
Tank starts moving slightly.
how about we completely shut off the guns and they need reactivated? Which it'll take like 2 turns to reactivate. So they're not broken. They're just off and they got to recharge. So you immediately like flip that switch. So now let's go into combat. And so go ahead and roll for cool. Yeah, so basically give me a cool check, most people. Maybe Randy. Yeah, everyone's pretty much a cool, right? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me if you're cool or not.
I would definitely be cool because I know it's coming now that I started
Right.
this. Nemon would be cool. The other ones might not because they don't know that I'm out there doing crap.
That was my thought.
Everyone else might be vigilance.
Mine's terrible roll no matter what, so it counts for both. Whatever you decide for me. I mean, I would be a vigilance check.
I would say everyone but Nemon and I would be vigilance because her and I obviously know.
Mm-hmm. So Grora that's not
I'd
even
say
that
I'm cool.
great of a roll. So IG, which one are you rolling, Randy?
I will be back in about 30 seconds. I need a drink.
Okay.
Ready for some kind of scuffle since I almost got spotted and I had to dip.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going right back in there after I just alerted them.
Yeah. So you're gonna be in the combat. You're seeing everything that's happening more or less. The battle droid, your droid. Are you coming right back to battle?
All right, I'm back.
That was quick.
I only had to grab a
two
beer out of the
battle droid.
fridge, so.
What is their? They have any?
Yeah! 4-0.
One.
Woo!
Wow, I am just rolling well.
As well as we have.
That wasn't a good one.
Okay, so IG has a success and an advantage. Grora has 3 advantage, so he's below. Force, these scientists are first.
IG and I would be the same, wouldn't we? Because 3 advantage equals out to a success and advantage?
Technically no.
Oh, all right. Well, either way, it's still an ally, so, I mean,
Right, yeah.
he'd be right ahead of me. No, Randy would be ahead of me.
Yeah, Randy's ahead of
Randy
you.
Ahead of him.
And then, technically, the droids there are supposed to be ahead of both of you. I'll put them behind you both. And then these other dudes.
Well, I was thinking it goes the 2 success one, then Randy, then
Oh,
him, then me,
that
then the
actually,
final
I
one.
misrolled that. That's 1 per thing. So they have
One success
1,
each.
2, 3. So this is what they roll, because it's cumulative, not individual.
Oh, okay.
So that's that group, and then
So
1,
they're
2,
first.
3. Oh no, just 2 of them. They're last. All right, let's do it like that. So they beat that dude. Okie day. Here we go. So these scientists, they're not really noticing anything. I mean, they look up and notice a fight, but they're not engaged in anything yet. They're not going to be fighting, so they're not doing anything. These dudes who are in here are going to run over towards the scientists to protect them, and this battle droid's going to run up here to protect those dudes. All right, IG.
Yeah! 5-0. Woo!
Are there mercy
Okay.
rolls in hockey?
No, not at all. But they're probably going to switch their goalies if they haven't already.
I fully expected there not to be.
All right, I'm going to run up to like here and
Wookiee punch the droid in the face.
what? No. No, I'm not. I'm going to like activate the shock stuff. So now I'm like my body's coursing with like electricity and I'm looking all like crazy and stuff. And I want to command the droids to like move up into like the to the entranceway and attack. So like to
Oh, okay.
go-
So
go
you're
and fight.
you're making like a leadershipy type thing.
Yes.
So go ahead and
which
give a
is gonna go-
leadership. Give a leadership
I'm
check.
Gonna, I'm gonna Destiny
Oh, okay.
that.
Give yourself a boost die for activating your forciness, your electrical powers, and
Electricalness and
I was gonna make it just an easy check, but since you've spent the destiny, go ahead and make it 2 purple. Unless you fail, and then we'll just take one of them away.
oh, and this is
Oh, man, I forgot. I actually did like 12 damage to those guys.
That was closer than it should have been.
yes. And I have double speaks binary, so 2 boost dies.
Oh, go.
Die plus the extra boost die. Destiny and only 2 purples, and I only get a success and an advantage.
All right.
Oh,
Roger,
man.
Roger. And they start running over towards the entranceway here.
Man, I'm forgetting about a lot of my stuff.
They're
Like, I should be
scrambling.
getting boost dies on my athletics checks.
Gotta remember those things.
Yeah, I'm supposed to get 2 boost dive per athletics check.
All
Because
right,
of my physical training.
Randy. Oh, was there another thing that you're doing, IG? Because I think that's your action.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna move like up to where I can see, like get to where I can.
So look into the
get these
cockpit.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like into this,
Very good. So yes, you were right there with them.
and then deactivate. I guess that's another turn, so never mind.
Is that another turn, or is that like an incidental, like a quick draw sort of thing?
I don't have a quick draw.
Okay, so if you pick up the quick draw talent, I think it's like a 5 XP
Yeah.
thing. We can say that you can flip on and off that sort of thing
Quicker. Yeah.
as an
anyway,
incidental and not an action.
sure.
Randy,
Yeah.
Is this one dead?
Well,
yes, that first dude is dead.
Okay.
to the droid and both of my guns out. I'm gonna tell the 2 to back off if they value their life.
All right, give me what's intimidation? Probably a
Version.
persuasion.
We never figured that out because,
They
I mean,
have any willpower?
So-
Nope. Okay, so that is just an easy check. That's 1 purple.
All right.
Yeah. All right. They look at you and they're like, "Okay, but don't do anything rash here, buddy." And they just start backing up very slowly. They got their hands up. So
I'm
how?
gonna tell our this guy to grab the droid.
All right. So the clone has the droid.
Or I'll follow him. We'll catch up.
He's strong. He's got the droid in his hands. Cool. And then he starts to drag it back this direction. So you're at like the door frame basically. All right, we have a Wookiee and a tank.
Goodness gracious, what can go wrong?
Well, the gun systems aren't activated right now, so I'm
Correct.
going to ram
So
the
let's-
group of droids in front of me.
That's what can go wrong. Yep.
I'm gonna add this to the turn order right before you. So that's turn 1. Next turn will be 2, and then the guns will be activated. So
Well, I'm going to just throw it into drive and try to mow down the droids in front of me.
all right, give me a piloting planetary check.
2 purple or
Yes, 2 purple, 1 purple, and a red.
boom.
Nice. All right.
So I'm just gonna run them over with the tank.
I mean, it's a hovering tank.
Well,
Yes,
I mean, when you
hovering
watch it in the movies, when they get hit by the tank, they just kind of split in 2 and fall to pieces.
That is
Mhm.
true. That is true.
This isn't a movie. It's a game.
It's
But
basically just a
canon.
movie. How?
I'm not sure how we're gonna figure out the
I was
damage. and all
gonna
that from
say,
a
I'm
tank
trying
hitting
to-
them,
I think
but you know, they're not gonna be quick enough to move out of the way, and they're not gonna be able to bend.
So
and bend
you would
over.
have to. I would honestly think about it like, you know, whenever you force move things, you have to
That's
think
what
about
I'm
the
thinking.
silhouette
Yeah,
times
that's what I was
10
looking at.
damage.
yeah,
So like it's silhouette 2,
yeah. So it's
hitting
like
them, so
20
it's like
damage.
20 damage.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
So they
Yep.
just die.
You and I are thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll
What about
me
the super battle
a
droid?
roll me a d6. We'll see how many of them you hit. I know there's only 4, but unless you want to roll a d4, you can roll a d4. I was giving you a higher odds, but
Oh,
there you go. So you do. They're all clumped up pretty well, and you just smash those 4 droids. Nice. Boom. Okay, there you go. Yes, I like it. That makes it a lot easier. Let me actually just you stole this droid fair and square. Let me hand it to you, Josh.
You stole this
You
droid.
should be able to control the tank. So
You stole it fair and square.
oh, okay.
there it is.
Love it. That's funny.
So you are rewarded
Well, I
with
mean,
the
I
ability to
earned it.
drag
I ripped open a 5 purple.
Yeah, the hatch.
Oh, I know.
All right.
That's a funny way to say it. You stole it fair and square.
So these droids who are up here come over and they're like immediately just gonna fire on the tank. Because
Wrist rockets.
that's the big thing that's going on at the moment. So 1, 2, 3. What's their stats? Agility of 3. Hey, that's not bad. Any skills? No skills, but is that 1, 2, 3? Right? Or is that? Oh no, that's. Oh, how does this? Yes, it is. That's what it is. Against a tank. Do they have a setback? I don't think they have a setback for shooting a tank. Do they? Is there a defense on the tank? That's a good question.
Yeah, there's got to be.
There's got to be
I'd
something
say
on the
there's
tank.
got to be armor and all sorts of fun stuff. with the
Planetary
tank.
ship. Let's look up tank. I don't know if we have an actual thingy that's like a Clone Wars tank, but there's some tanks in our things. Do they either of them have defense? Neither of them have defense. They have 3 armor. 14 hull on the bigger one. Let me look that up. What's a
Wow.
T4-B heavy tank? T4-B heavy tank. Yeah. All right.
You probably didn't expect to have to do anything with the tank, did you?
Only shooting. I was only going to plan on shooting it.
Well, now you're shooting at it.
Yep. Until you dealt with my crazy plans of stealing a tank with brute strength.
Ripping the tank apart with your bare hands. Yeah. Falls into the category of things that you didn't think you would be
Yeah.
G-
All right.
GMing.
So the little dudes are shooting at it, and there's like boom, 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 and nothing's not making any contact with it.
Wrist rockets.
Wait, they're missing it?
No, they're
Oh,
hitting
wow.
it. It's just not doing any damage.
Okay.
So they're in position, and then the other droids, the super battle droids, are gonna go.
You never put Nemom into here.
Oh, I didn't. She
We
can
forgot about her and
she
her
can go
craziness.
last here in the turn order, I guess, if we want her to do something, because she's no longer pinned down, I guess.
Yeah, I
She's
took out those
also
droids that were shooting at her.
Right.
not controllable.
Right. I mean, you can tell me what you want her to do, or what makes sense for her to do, but
Well, I mean, she'd probably be going berserk because they're shooting at her Wookiee.
maybe. Yeah.
Her Wookiee is in danger, so she'd probably be losing her mind.
Well, her Wookiee is danger.
Wookiee is
No,
danger.
her
Yes.
Wookiee's in danger.
Goodness, I am not doing so well with my damage rolls.
Hmm.
Okay, so the
That's
super
the other
battle
droid,
super battle droids are not hitting anything.
but they're feeling
They
good.
feel
about
good while they
this.
do it, though.
They're feeling like the future clone troopers.
They're in a good defensive position behind, like the edge of this vehicle, so they're gonna have defense dice if they get shot at.
Wouldn't Nemon be now because isn't that the scientist?
Correct. Yes, so Nemom is now.
Yes.
So she jumps down as like in action. Is she going to charge the group of droids,
She'd probably start shooting
Yeah,
wildly.
or does she just start shooting?
I figure she would start shooting because with Arlock, she'd probably hit the damn tank.
I mean, it's probably not going to do anything, to be completely honest. But
But she would still just start shooting at the.
try up shooting the tank.
yeah, you are probably correct.
I can put my mindset into Jordan mindset and think of what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
He says, yeah, he's like, I'm gonna shoot.
Exactly.
We've got a yellow and 2 green for Nemom, with 3 purple.
Okay.
It's-
Oh, he missed.
Dun 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 dun. So she's just like shooting, like, what are you doing? All right, she's just going crazy. Scientists are continuing to back off because they're slightly nervous, and they're moving towards the
Exit.
they're moving towards the safety of the droids who have guns, and David, because they don't realize that he's not with them at the moment. So. So that's that group. This group is dead. All right. Well, I guess that group now represents these dudes down here. So I guess we'll just have them shoot, I suppose. So we've got 1, 2, 3, that to represent them. Same thing. They're focused on this tank, I guess, because that's what David told them to focus on. So
I mean, they would be. Oh, they hit it.
so
with a lot of
much
advantage.
advantage. They're not doing any damage,
They feel
They're
so
happy.
good.
but they did hit, and they critical. So
How does that work? A critical onto a vehicle?
there's
Vehicle
vehicle
crits.
crits.
Oh man.
FFG Star Wars vehicle crit. 75's not bad.
Yeah.
Huh.
So how much damage does the tank have? Like, how
So
much
up
health
to
does it have
8.
and all that?
It has 3 armor and 14 hull.
So is the armor like the soak, or
Yes,
is it
yes.
better
So
than
armor is
soak?
like soak.
Okay. So how much damage did they do?
Nothing. They didn't do any damage.
But they
Oh,
crit.
really?
They crit.
Even though they hit?
Right.
Yeah.
Because they have personal scale weapons which do 1/10
Oh.
damage to ships. So they need to do 10
Oh.
they need to do 10 damage to deal 1 damage to a ship.
So they're not doing anything even though they're hitting it.
They would have
Got
to
it.
hit 30 plus damage to even start inflicting damage on the ship, on the
Oh,
tank.
so they can't do nothing to it.
No. They cannot basically damage the ship aside from criticals.
Critting it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which they just did.
Which
Yes.
they did, yes. Once I find the
Crit.
for ships because I don't usually use ship crits. Oh, I think it's on one of these side thingies. Here we go. Oh goodness, this is a big supplemental thing.
Hi,
Here we
Milo.
go. Vehicle crits. Shields down. Defensive shields in affected zones reduced to 0. That has no bearing on this situation. If the ship or vehicle has no defense, suffer 4 system strain instead. Oh, okay.
Wow.
So 4
So-
system strain.
So you have 12 system strain to start with. So you're down to 8 system strain.
Okay.
Oh.
So that's
on the-
not too bad.
I mean, for weapons that can't actually hurt the ship.
Right. So they like hit a power cell that's on the outside or something stupid like that. So cool.
Don't I-
I mean, I'll take that.
Stupid separatist design.
Yeah, right. All right, IG, you're looking down at these. One's a dead clone and one's a passed out Padawan. You can tell by the little braid in his hair and the lightsaber in his holster.
Man, Dustin would be loving this. The
I'm
light side when he's the dark side.
Yep.
going to steal his lightsaber.
Oh boy.
No,
Okay.
I'm not. I'm
Or would do.
what?
You. That's something Lior would do.
It's,
Oh, of
it's
course
not
he
my-
would.
I'm a droid, so I'm gonna grab him,
Okay.
and drag him out and start leaving.
All right, so you've got this dude in tow.
I want to get to there.
The scientist, yeah, that's probably fine with
Okay.
with 2 movements. Yeah.
And
So-
I'm gonna
The scientists notice and they're
I'm
like,
gonna take a strain
okay.
and yell out some separatist jargon that I've got stored away in my
Okay.
memory bank of "Fight to the death! We can win as long as we try together." Whatever.
I'm calling for backup.
I'm calling for backup. Continue fighting. Your service is noted.
All right. Randy.
I'm going to shoot these 2, and if I can activate my auto fire.
So it's a minion group. So what that means is they all just activate as one. They all have one health pool that's joined. And so if you deal 12 damage, you automatically just hit 2 of them and kill 2. If you deal 13 damage, you kill 2 and the
Wound the
super
other.
battle droid takes 1. Yeah. So that's how minion groups work. They're just like clumped together. Their stats roll together. Their health rolls together. So
Okay.
but you still get to shoot like normal. So 2 purple is a normal shot still.
I'm going to do my the 2-weapon wield.
Okay.
The dual wield.
Yeah, if I read this correctly, I'm supposed to do it with the difficulty of 5 purple.
It increases by 1, I believe. Right?
Since I'm using the same type of weapons, it would just be 1.
Correct. Yeah, you just add 1 difficulty.
So 3 purple. I think he at least killed 2 of them with that hit. If I had to guess.
So you add 1 difficulty.
Any
If you
advantage?
hit with the first weapon, you spend 2 advantage to trigger a hit with the second.
Didn't get any advantage, so it's just
Right.
13 damage.
Yeah,
I still
dual
killed 2 of
dual
them.
wielding is not like overpowered in this RPG
Like it is in
system.
real life.
Right? Yeah, it's
I mean,
because
think
you're
about it, it's really hard.
yeah, and that's kind of what it's supposed to represent. Because you first have to hit with an increased difficulty, and then you have to have
Enough
advantage to be
right.
able to hit it. So, I mean, you still get the hit on whatever gun is your primary gun, and if they're both the
Primary
same,
is the disruptor.
yeah. So 10 damage, is that what it is? Up 13. Do you have any thing that ignores soak, pierce? I don't think so.
I mean, if it does, I don't think it does.
I
No.
don't think guns really have pierce.
Not usually, I don't believe.
So, 13 damage with 0 pierce.
Okay, so this guy's out, and this guy is out and hurting. Okay.
While I'm charging up as far as I can to go get the other clone.
Mm-hmm.
You realize that clone's dead, right?
I don't know that. I
Yeah.
threw back the grenade.
You already
That's
did.
true. That's true. He threw a back to grenade, so he doesn't know that that clone's dead.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, we
yeah.
could make sense that we'd say IG was like could yell to him as an incidental, like, "What are you doing?"
As he's running past him.
I mean,
Yeah.
I may have seen like a shard of glass that was straight through his, like, his helmet or whatever. Is like, because I have fairly decent medical, and I'm like, this one is dead.
Yeah, yeah. So you definitely know from looking at him that he's dead. Like his helmet fell off, or he doesn't have a head anymore, or something. Something is clearly indicating that this guy is not living. So
The engine is in him.
yeah, I don't think the handle throttle stick is supposed to go through his stomach like that.
This one is not worth it.
Boy, this body armor is awful. So your clone friend is continuing to drag the droid out of the bar. Okay, Grarara.
All right, the tank's guns activate next turn.
Correct.
What can go wrong?
A lot.
And also,
Alright.
also think long term. Like, how are you getting out of this situation? Because
Oh, I already thought of it.
okay, all right,
Because I was going to do it now.
okay,
My evacuation plan for the tank.
gotcha.
I'm going to punch it, like, into full drive, whatever, however you do it,
Mhm.
into full speed.
Yep.
Aiming it at, like, the back end of the ship where the droids are hiding behind.
Cool.
So I'm going to, like, lock it into full speed, and I'm going to jump out the hatch as it drives away.
Okay, so that's a movement and as jumping out and an action to drop it into full speed. So punching it. Yeah. So give me 3 purple for your
Well, which one first?
piloting space.
Three
Or
purple?
piloting planetary, rather.
Love it.
Didn't work.
2 purple, rather. So, sorry.
Ah.
So you got it, because that last one was the fail. So we just
okay.
take that off, and you got it.
Okay.
So yes, yep, you're flying, and now you give me your coordination check. Would
Coordination?
Stan would say coordination? Maybe athletics.
I think it's up to your discretion, really.
Right. Things like
It's
moving.
jumping out of a tank.
Jumping
I don't
out.
know.
That's
Of-
probably a coordination thing.
Of extremely quickly moving
Yeah,
tank at
that
this
is
point.
that's definitely a coordination
Okay.
versus strength battle. Yeah,
All right.
I can see coordination for sure in that one.
2 purple, 3 purple.
1 purple, 1 red.
That's it.
I should have maybe had a natural red for the sake of jumping out of a moving tank, but that's
Well, I'm not jumping in front of it.
right. Yeah, well, you still gotta land. It's
Jump out
not.
of
It's
a
not
car.
that big, and he's not going that fast.
Landing.
Well, it's not that big compared to me either. I mean, I could probably hop down like a step stool, but yeah.
So yeah, it's probably fine. So that is now crashed into that. Happy fire.
I wasn't sure if it was going to be able to move the ship or not, but I thought that would at least distract people while I get away.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely gonna make a good little pop bang. And we'll let the droids do a thing, but I can't imagine it doing anything. Although the last time I said that and shot at you,
Well, wouldn't they, like, see the tank and move away a bit, too? Or which group are you talking about?
These droids down here.
Not
Oh,
after my inspirational speech.
Well, I mean, they would have at least backed up a little bit off the thing because there's a tank coming at them.
Yeah.
you-
So
You
these
think that ship would have shifted some?
right. So these dudes are like out of the range. It's more of the super battle droids that are getting affected by the big thing.
Yeah.
All right. So 2 difficulty, but 2 setback for shooting through this like fire and tank and everything. Yeah, nope. So they're like shooting at you, and your Wookiee fur is like flying behind
Singed?
you. No, not even singed. Like it's just like rolling back, and you're looking super awesome. Nima is like cheering you on in slow motion, and like there's this super sweeping cinematic shot as the Wookiee runs away from this giant fire, not looking at it. Cool. These dudes are just gonna like explode or whatever. Nimam, she's cheering in slow motion, like we said. Scientists are doing whatever, it doesn't really matter. IG, Randy, are you guys backing out, or is Randy heading up to the
Well, don't know
clone?
he's dead.
Yeah, so you guys passed on the info that he's dead. All right. So you get out of there and meet back up at like the safe house or something. And that's probably a decent stopping point.
We
All
saved
right.
a droid and a Padawan and took no damage to anyone in the process.
Yeah,
I am
went
going
pretty
to
well.
take his lightsaber for right now, though.
Okay.
Just like hold on to it.
Mm-hmm. That seems reasonable. But
See
that,
you as an actual separatist droid.
that was could have gone a lot worse. So
Yeah, that tank would have probably hit me and killed me or something if I didn't steal it.
all right, I take that as a win. Cool. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next section. Bye bye.